Bro, what a great weekend it was for sports. I mean, outside, unless you're a Yankee fan, okay, when they took care of business, they righted the ship. You know, they reminded the Orioles who they were, okay? Unless you are a Yankee fan, what a disaster. I mean, this weekend was brutal. I mean, come on. And
Sunday
our two
was
teams
like
in Buffalo. By our two teams in Buffalo yesterday, I mean, oh my.
Sunday yesterday was like one punch in the stomach after another. After another. It was absolutely brutal. But you know what? Should we be surprised?
No, there's no surprise.
Are you shocked as you sit here right now?
Here's the thing that surprised me over the weekend for the teams I root for. The Mets scored 18 runs Friday night, and then basically didn't score again.
Well, you knew that was happening. I mean, once you score 18 on Friday for Jake, it's 5 for the rest of the weekend.
But we have to open up with the absolute disgrace that is the New York Jets. I mean, what else can you? I mean, come on. Can you give me a freaking competitive effort in this game? That they got to be down 21-0 in a pretty much a blink. That they got to go to first 3 series, 3 and out, not even sniffing a first down. Penalty after penalty. The game starts with a penalty on the special teams, the immortal Daniel Brown. So the Jets started their own 9-yard line after what was actually a decent return out almost to the 30-yard line. What a surprise. I mean, the penalties on defense. Where do we go? The coaches. Oh, my God. The quarterback. Really, bro? Can you say Trevor Lawrence, bro? I mean,
I don't do this already. One weekend.
You know what?
One weekend.
I mean, it's time.
It's time for this guy to start
freaking playing. Joe Flacco will be playing by week 5.
Hold on a second. I'm not going to tell you Sam Darnold played well yesterday.
Well,
okay, he played terrible. He played awful. But I am not, and I feared this 6 months ago. I feared this 9 months ago. I fear it today. I fear that it's happening with you right now. I am not going to let this abysmal head coach, because he's an abysmal head coach.
No, the coach is a disaster.
We all knew it.
There's no doubt about that.
We all knew it the moment. Forget the moment they hired him. Right. The moment he became a rumor to be the next head coach of the Jets,
when both of us almost got sick for a while. Because
my God, I'm still sick.
Even the thought that it was going to be him. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to let this inept head coach cause you, cause me, cause everyone else to take a young quarterback to throw him in the trash. Because that's what you're doing if you're already thinking about Trevor Lawrence
I'm not
1 week into the
season.
season.
Trash, okay? I'm not doing that. But I got to start seeing something from this guy. And I understand that, look, the offensive line, these guys are brand new. They've never played together before. I get that. The offense is bereft of any real weapons, and now Le'Veon Bell is out. Let's not lose sight of that. By the way, nice day for Robbie Anderson yesterday in Carolina. Just saying,
75-yard touchdown
my
catch,
God. And over 100 yards in receiving. I think it was 6 for 116, whatever it was. I mean, they're bereft of offensive weapons. You know, Jamison Crowder's a pro. You know, Frank Gore's a pro. But I mean, these are the guys we're relying on. This is a problem. It couldn't be any worse. But this head coach is brutal. And thank you again, Christopher Johnson, because we all knew how bad this guy was, and I still can't believe he hired this guy. I just can't believe it.
You go back, because this was a mess yesterday. I mean, I wasn't optimistic going into Buffalo.
Give me a game. I thought they'd have a game at least.
Well, yeah, I didn't think it would be this bad. I mean, it was bad all the way around. And start from the beginning, and you hit on it. The first freaking play of 2020 is an illegal block in the back. And who knew that was going to be a sign of things to come?
Of course. Can't make it up.
And look, I'm going to rip the quarterback because even though I'm saying I don't want to just get rid of him. Look, third play of the game, he missed Jamison Crowder by a country mile.
Right.
And this is the thing that really bothered me throughout this game. The Buffalo Bills did everything they could
to keep the Jets in the game.
Right out of the gate.
No question.
Out of the gate, the Josh Allen fumble after he converted on 3rd and 1. McDougal picked up Marcus May, who had a tremendous game.
Tremendous game.
He was outstanding, reminding you of Jamal Adams.
When they have to pay him, he'll be playing next to Adams in Seattle.
Would it surprise anybody? And they'll both be talking about how much fun they're having.
Of course.
But here's the play early on. This is when I was just getting so freaking agitated. They get the football back after this fumble. All right? They don't have great field position, but hey, Buffalo puts the ball on the ground, you got it. They have a 3rd and 9, and I got reminded of how terrible of a play caller Adam Gase is. He dials up a 3rd-and-9 quick pass to Chris Hogan, like 7 yards away from the first down marker.
Right.
He's tackled for like a 2-yard gain, 3-and-out number 2. They give the football back to Buffalo, and then it's a missed tackle fest. Pierre Desir can't cover anything, and the Bills just march right down the field.
Well, look, it didn't help that Pierre, I guess it was Brian Poole who had the defensive holding penalty in the end zone on 3rd down when they were going to hold him to a field goal there. And with the way this field goal kicker was, who knew if he was going to make it?
Sure.
And, and then they let Josh Allen just embarrassingly walk into the end zone.
And even before that, and this was kind of a story of this entire game defensively, there were too many missed tackles. I think the first one went to Jordan Willis. He had a chance to bring Josh Allen down. He can't. Harvey Lungi, who I saw him way too much missing tackles throughout the game. How many did he have? Terrell Basham had one in which they had Josh Allen dead to rights. He missed him.
Basham also later on got a roughing the passer, too.
He did. He did. Then there was a PI
by the way, can I say something about that, too? When it was no doubt, when he basically belted Allen in the head.
Yes.
Let me say that, too.
No, I know.
There was no gray area there. You know what I mean?
And then, this was also my favorite part of the game. Quinnen Williams actually does something, right? Him and Jordan Jenkins, I think,
it was
combined.
really Jenkins that made the play. But you're right. Williams cleaned up, made the tackle. Right.
And then I think it was the next play on 3rd and 5.
Next play. No
Offsides, automatic first down.
Oh, my God. And then he had a roughing the passer later, too, when he basically goes for Josh Allen's knees.
Yes.
That was great.
This was just a colossal disaster in every form. Defensively, offensively, coaching, you name it.
And then, like you said, they're giving you a glimmer, okay? They have that drive. They get the turnover again where Blaise Austin recovers that fumble again right before halftime. They have a nice drive. And then can you take a shot at – first, let's start with this. Can you take a shot into the end zone somewhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of basically playing for the field goal there at the end of the half.
No, they were.
What? Of course they
were playing for the field goal. You're right.
Of course they were playing for
the
field
goal. And down 21-0, you can't play like that.
Right. That's right. Right.
I also thought when they used their timeouts during that drive was a little odd to me. Okay, I don't know if that jumped out at you.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. Definitely.
Okay, because he burned the 2 timeouts at the 45-second mark. And I thought that was really dangerous. You got to have one in your back pocket for right before you attempt a field goal or maybe to give yourselves a chance at the end zone once or twice. But he burned because I think they went into that drive with 2 timeouts. They
because
one of the
one
timeouts.
On defense. He used one on defense, which I didn't completely understand, to be honest with you.
You know why he did that? I think the thought was it was right after the Bills got a first down. And I think the thought was if I could stop the clock, even if I hold them to a field goal, I'll get the football back with a minute to go. We can get some points out of it.
I guess.
I didn't hate that part, to be honest with you. Using the timeout on defense, I didn't hate. What I hated is, all right, you got 2 timeouts. You got a minute and a half to go. You got to get points. But I agree with you. You got to be aggressive. Go for a touchdown. And he used both of his timeouts right out of the gate.
He did. You're right.
I'll tell you this, Joe, and it didn't work out this way. I was envisioning that they messed up the clock so badly that they weren't even going to get 3 points.
Yeah.
I was envisioning.
Would you have been surprised?
No.
Of course
no.
not.
This is the team who always looks unprepared. Always. They come out of a TV timeout, and it's a delay of game.
How is that possible?
Because they're the Jets coached by Adam Gase, Joe. That's how it's possible.
Oh, my God. And then after they get the field goal to make it 21-3, they actually give us, in typical Jet fashion, okay, and again, we thank the Bills for this more than anything. They actually start to get back into this game, all right? They hit that play with Crowder, miracle play. They hit that play, 69-yard touchdown. Now it's 21-10. They're back in the game. I don't know if it was 21-10 or 24-10 at this point, but they're still in the game, early fourth quarter. They get that face mask penalty on Frank Gore. They get a 15-yard personal foul to give him a first down. They move out to the 40, I think their own 46-yard line, and then comes really the finishing play of the game. First of all, explain this call, this tight end screen, where Herndon, by the way, has no chance on the play. The play was totally blown up. He, of course, fumbles. Of course. How could he not? Buffalo recovers, and really that was it. At that point, you probably turned, if you were smart, I should have played golf yesterday if I was smart, but I'm not. I'm an idiot. I'm a Jet fan. So, anyway, but at that point, you clearly could have just turned the set off knowing the game was over at that point. That was it.
Yeah, that was
it.
that was the killer.
That was the final moment when you know, okay, the tease is over now. It's not happening.
And what made it actually worse is the fact that they spend forever reviewing it. And at first they're telling you, it's an incomplete pass.
Right, that's right.
And
I forgot about that.
Even when that's said, I'm having a tough time believing it because I'm thinking,
Andrew Catalon comes back, and I like Andrew Catalon. And James
he did a fine job.
They were fine. But don't tease me. It's bad enough that we're Jet fans and we're Jet fans. Don't tease me telling, wow, we have a reversal. He comes back. He goes, we have a reversal. I'm like, oh, my God, they gave us this goal. I couldn't believe it. And then, of course, reality set in that there was no reversal. You know what I mean?
There was no reversal. And the Bills
thanks
then
to Andrew,
marched.
thank you. I like you, but thanks.
That's for the tease, my friend.
Right, we need that on top of everything else.
But the blame falls on Chris Herndon. And the blame falls on Jamison Crowder, who earlier in the game had an awful, awful drop on what would have been a first down.
Awful drop, yep.
This was, and I feel like we've said this a lot over the years, but hey, this isn't going to be their 10th consecutive year missing the playoffs, so get used to it. This was a collective failure.
No doubt.
The quarterback wasn't good. I don't want you to. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he was just because I'm not giving up on him after one game in year 3.
I'm not giving up on him, but I'm getting upset now. I'm getting concerned.
Well,
I mean that play he made on the interception. Can you tell me what he's doing there?
Oh, he was forcing the issue.
He had a chance to run. I think it was 3rd and 4. He could have ran for the first down, and he throws this terrible against the grain cross-body pass into double coverage. What are you doing?
It was a terrible, terrible play. He was also inaccurate a big part of the game.
How about the play, bro? How about the play when he clearly has it? He's getting pressed to the sideline. He easily could throw the ball away, and he takes the sack for a 5-yard loss running out of bounds.
You can't make that mistake.
What?
You can't make that mistake. And he made that mistake. And the other thing was Le'Veon Bell going down with this hamstring issue is a killer.
Of course.
Because I actually saw some positive in how they use Le'Veon as a receiver, especially.
Right. Caught that one pass down the sideline, nice long pass down. No, of course. I know.
And the defense overall, which was a strength of the team last year, was very, very mediocre. They missed way too many tackles.
But the penalties killed them.
It always does.
Yep.
It always does. I mean, it was just top to bottom, it was Jets-like, and I'm sick of it.
Aren't we? Really, that's it, bro. You know, I don't want to hear any excuses from anybody. I am sick and tired. This franchise, forget about I'm not even going to go back to the 52 years that we've gotten without it being in the Super Bowl. Just these last 10 years, they have been garbage. How much longer? I think I looked at I think the record is something like 58 and 86 since they went to the AFC Championship game. How much longer do we have to see this crap year after year after year, coach after coach? I mean, let's be real.
But, Joe, you know what's worse? You know what's worse about this? What's worse about just seeing this horrible performance in week 1 is what the hell is the vision for this franchise?
What is it? Tell me what it is.
Right now, here's the vision. Here's the vision I see. I see a general manager who's loading up on draft picks, who's thinking long-term and big picture, while we as fans have to sit here and watch a head coach who's dead man walking. He will not survive this year.
No.
I can't imagine that he does unless the owner's that incompetent.
Well, the owner's pretty incompetent, let's be honest.
So I guess he could then based on that.
Right.
And basically it's another year. It's another year of wait, draft picks, cap room, wait. I am so tired. And why it makes no sense, Joe, is you're doing it in year 3 of a quarterback. That's not when you're supposed to do it. When you've got Josh McCown as your guy, fine, you're waiting, you're rebuilding. Joe, they're rebuilding in a year in which they should be going all in to put tools around the third-year quarterback.
Well, here's what got me even more aggravated than anything else yesterday. This really aggravated me. They draft this kid Mims. He's 20 years old, 21 years old. He doesn't miss a game at Baylor. He's hurt. He can't play. They draft this kid from Florida, 2 guys from Florida, not just one. They draft the kid who's the running back, Perrine, or whatever you say his name, Pirine. Well, of course, he's hurt. He can't play. He's 20 years old. They draft the other guy, Zedanga, the defensive lineman they draft from Florida. Well, of course, he's hurt. He can't play. I'm sick and tired. Bro, they waste these draft choices. I mean, I don't look. Maybe Mims will be a player someday. I don't know. But they waste these draft choices. I'm so sick of it. Quinton Williams, another guy that's going to be a waste of a first-round pick. And God if Donald turns out to be that, oh, my God, bro. Bro, I'm so sick. Avery, I love you. Can you freaking get on the field, Avery? I'm tired of your hamstring now.
He's hurt, bro.
You know what? I got hemorrhoids, Avery. Hemorrhoids.
But, Joe, in fairness.
I understand, but I'm sick and tired of all that. I understand. I'm tired of it, bro. But these young guys that they drafted that they're not playing, and then the old world, Ashton Davis, okay, and I don't even think he played on defense.
He didn't play on defense. He didn't play on defense. He got zero snaps on defense.
He has that one kick return where he does a double flip spin job. I don't know what he was doing. He's trying to hurdle guys. Where are you going? I mean, what are you doing? Oh, my God. And then I got to see Andre Roberts. Let me throw that in the mix, too, who killed them all day on kick return, punt returns that the Jets, God forbid, can't pay him because you know why? Because he's good. So we can't pay him. You know what? He's a good player. He was the MVP of the team. Let him walk. We don't need him. He's a kick returner. What the hell? I'm tired. Bro, it makes me nuts.
The what the hell yesterday was Buffalo's average starting field position was around the 40, and the Jets' average field position was at like the 18-yard line or the 19-yard line.
Right, of course.
It's what stinks and what's scary is that you are staring at yet another season that's being flushed down the toilet.
Flushed down the toilet.
That's what it looks like.
Of course it does.
It's not as if we were ultra confident on Friday about what this season looked like. I thought 6-10. You think 6-10. After watching what I saw Sunday, they'd be lucky to go 6-10. They'd be lucky to go 6-10.
Lucky to be 6-10. Lucky. And next week, how about this? You couldn't have a better scenario for another disaster. The fact that they're playing this Niner team who cannot be happy after they lose this game to Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. He had a fairly good game yesterday, and the Cardinals at home, and they're going to be snarling coming into the Meadowlands next week. I mean, it's just. It's brutal, bro. I mean, you're right. How much longer as Jet fans do we have to take this garbage? You know, Christopher Johnson, Woody Johnson, if he's wherever he is in England, he doesn't even care. Christopher, is this what you want, Chris? Do you care about your fan base at all? I mean, really? I mean, I am so sick and tired of watching this garbage. Even Ira's calling me screaming. When Ira's getting aggravated, you know how bad it is.
You know what the difference was, Joe? Ira actually had to watch it on television this time as opposed to being in the stadium.
He said the first time since 2005 he was not at – he actually watched the Jet game on TV.
Wow.
What, bro, I'm telling you, man. You know what? I wasn't even screaming or yelling yesterday. You know, a couple of the kids came over yesterday because, my son came over to watch the Saint game. He's a big Saint game. Good job.
Good for him.
He's a smart guy, although they've had 3 pretty bad playoff losses over the last 3 years.
But you know what? But they're good.
Of course they're good.
I would take a brutal playoff loss in a heartbeat,
What is that, by the way?
I don't know. What's a home playoff game? I don't know what that is either.
But anyway, they come over and they're like looking at me. Boy, you're not even upset. Well, upset? What am I supposed to be? I mean, at this point now, I'm numb. I can't even get aggravated anymore.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I was upset. And I think
I'm
what
upset,
happened was...
But I'm watching the game. Instead of screaming and yelling, I'm just like numb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think at like 12 o'clock, I was in the backyard. I was actually teaching my kid how to catch passes. Something
nice,
that
good.
Jet receivers
Maybe he'll play for the Jets. Maybe Jet will be on the team when they finally win the Super Bowl.
It feels it's going to be that long.
But he'll be great.
And as I'm like teaching him stuff... And I'm like telling him different Jet receivers' names. I'm like, okay, you're going to run your Denzel Mims now. Okay, you're running your Jamison Crowder.
When you told when you told him he was Denzel Mims, did he get hurt immediately?
Yeah, he fell to the
ground. Did Jet pull a hamstring? Did he pull both hamstrings? Never mind one, like 2 of them.
And as I'm Sam Darnold throwing him the pass, I threw it 10 feet away because just to fit in. But I don't know. I got myself pumped up. I got myself excited because, like I said to you on Friday, anytime a new season begins, there's this.
They haven't lost
hope.
Yet.
Right. There's this hope. And it really got flushed down the toilet worse than I could imagine because they didn't lose 27-17. It was far worse than that.
Oh, please, bro. 27-17.
Far worse than that.
That was as cosmetic a score as you can get. I mean, let's be honest. And here's the other thing that really bothered me, too. And I don't know how good Josh Allen really is, but you know what? Right now, he's a hell of a lot better than Sam Darnold. I mean, I say whatever you want. I mean, I'm not saying how great he looks. He definitely can run. We know he can run. He did turn the ball over a couple times. I understand that. He's on a better team. But, I mean, right now, he looks a lot better. I hate to say it.
Well, he does look a lot better. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you Sam Darnold's better, but what I will tell you, and this is going to probably continue to be on my mind week after week after week, is I'll blame Sam, rightfully so, but I'm also going to look at the head coach. And I'm also going to look at the general manager who has put nothing around him.
Bro.
And so I think all of those things can happen at the same time. You can rip Sam, which I'm going to do, but you can also rip the failed opportunity around them, that they didn't put a good head coach around them. They haven't put good receivers around them. We'll see about the offensive line. Look, I thought Mekhi Becton was okay. It was his first NFL game.
Jerry Hughes did go by him a couple times. But, you know what? The offensive line's the one unit that I'm almost giving a pass to. I mean, these guys, you know how it is. You got to have cohesion on the line. These guys had never played together. They were brand new. Was Sam under duress most of the game? He was, but I'm going to give them a little bit of the one unit I'll give a little bit of a pass to. I will say.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And the punter, Braden Mann,
the punter was good.
He was a positive.
The punter was good.
We'll come back. We'll get to your phone calls reacting to this.
Didn't miss a field goal.
Yes, yippity doo now. That's the positives we take out of Jet games now. The punter was good. The field goal kicker didn't miss any kicks. The game happened, so that's good.
Right.
Nobody tested positive for COVID,
right.
No
COVID that we know of, right?
Right. It's all good.